And I'm
We're back. We've got a lot of new cars right now ready for all the tournaments. You will see some. So far there's only 2 that you will actually see in the tournament. I'm going to go through them afterwards though, and those 2 are for the Porsche tournament, so as you can guess they are Porsches. I don't know whether they'll be fast, probably. We wish the best to those Porsches to do well in the tournament. And this is the British car tournament, by the way, then you probably know that clicking on this video. We have the Lotus Esprit. He'll be taking on the McLaren Speedtail, the Aston Martin DBS, and another Lotus Esprit. Is there anything else? Oh, Lotus Esprit S1, and the first one was Lotus Esprit. These British cars look so nice. The Lotus Esprit S1 is out. Looks like his short run is out. I think there should be some good competition between the Esprit and the Aston Martin DBS. There, I'm going to put them on the same lane. The Esprit was the slowest car in that race, apart from the S1, who we don't know because he flew off the track. Whoa! It was a major wreck. There was the Speedtail flew off the track. I was wondering if that would happen, but it did. And the Aston Martin DBS and the Lotus Esprit will be advancing on to round 2. Next for, we have the Lotus Concept. Who are we taking on? The Jaguar XJ220, the McLaren P1, and definitely a fan favourite there, that McLaren P1, another fan favourite, the Jaguar XE SV Project 8, and wait a second, all of the cars in this are fan favourites apart from the Lotus Concept. Now that's not really fair, because at least one fan favourite at least one's going to be eliminated. The Jaguar XJ220 is out. There's such good competition there between the P1 and the Jaguar XE SV Project 8. I'm really excited for this next race to see how they do up against each other. Here we go! That's on! It's the McLaren P1 followed by the Lotus Concept. It's hard to call when they all finish at about the same time, but the Jaguar is out. 2 Jaguars out in that race. Next up we have the Aston Martin 177. They'll be taking on the Range Rover Velar, Fish and Chip, and the Triumph TR6. You're straightening them out. The 177 was the only car that didn't get thrashed about coming out, and then if you saw, I think he actually got spun around, but he got loose. He came off at the turn because he didn't have enough speed. The only car that finished was Fish and Chip. The Range Rover Velar is out. It was so big. He was part of the collision at the start. Fish and Chip with his own lane. He seems to be the fastest car in this race. I bet you're thinking as well, why did you bring to this channel a fantasy car when it's not the fantasy car tournament? Well, when I looked on eBay about this car, I can't remember why, and it said that it was a Land Rover. So there you go. Look it up for yourself. Next up, this is the final race of round 1. We have another P1. Yes, it's the McLaren P1. Yankees, followed by the Aston Martin 177, then the 40s Woody, and the Land Rover Defender 90. The P1 just completely dominated it. The Defender 90 is out. The P1 and the Aston Martin 177 seem to be pretty fast. The 40s Woody needs to step up his game if he wants to stay alive in this race. It will be an upset though if he gets through. Oh. The 40s Woody makes a last minute pass. There. It was complete chaos at the start and the P1 is out. It's the Aston Martin 177 and the 40s Woody advancing on. I know you're thinking, oh no. But it is what it is. Next up, it is the Aston Martin DBS. They'll be taking on the Lotus Esprit, the Lotus Concept, and the McLaren P1. We've got one Aston Martin, one McLaren, and two Lotuses. What could possibly go wrong? The P1 is out. The Lotuses will have the same lane. The Lotus Concept, once again, someone that needs to step up his game. Look at him right there. And the Lotus Esprit, barely, but he just got pushed out of the race. This is the final four. Which two are going to advance on to the final? There's 2 spots left. If the 40s Woody gets through, it will be a major upset. I think the fan favourites in this race are probably Fish and Chips and the Aston Martin 177, or the Triumph TR6 and the Aston Martin 177. I'm not really sure. You pick who you want to win this race. And a lot. It's a close race. The Triumph was pulling way ahead there. Fish and Chips is out. The Aston Martin 177 got stuck behind the 40s Woody. And the Woody actually had the inside lane against the Triumph. It looks pretty interesting. The 177 really needs to get around the 40s Woody if he wants to go. Oh. It'll be the Triumph TR6 followed by the 40s Woody. That Woody's just been sneaking in there. Oh, taking the final spot. It's going to be an interesting one. We got one Aston Martin, one Lotus, one Woody, and one Triumph. What's going to happen? And they're off! Who's going to be the first car eliminated? Oh, did you see that race? Who do you think got last place? Him or him? This one. The 40s Woody is eliminated. The Aston Martin DBS has his own lane. This is his opportunity. Can he advance on to the final 2? He does have his own lanes that he can use that to advantage. And there they go. The Triumph got loose there and hit the DBS. And luckily for him, he stayed in it. Right then, here we have our final Toad. He deserves to advance on to the playoff. I'll put him along with all the other winners. You might see another video today. Look for one. If it says like 30 minutes or something, there'll definitely be one on. Bye.